So shall we begin, sir? It's 3:30.
Yeah, please.
Sure, sir. Just let me know if I can. Just trying to check if our team is ready. Perfect. Is my screen visible, sir? Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. We welcome you all to the 7-day national level seminar on revised assessment and accreditation of NAAC changes and challenges, which is organized by SSMRV College in association with NAAC. It's an initiative by the IQAC team. Welcome to day 4 of the session. So we'll be covering criteria 3 today, in fact, with regard to research, innovations, and extensions. So we have with us Dr. Shyam Singh Inda, Assistant Advisor, NAAC. May have so I welcome all the participants, and without much ado, let me start the program. Yellappa, sir?
Sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, I request you to introduce Shyam, sir, to the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Very good afternoon to all. It's my proud privilege to introduce today's resource person, Dr. Shyam Singh Inda. He is currently working as Assistant Advisor NAC. He also has served as a faculty in HRM in leading universities and was also associated with the Nationalized Bank and central government. He holds PhD, MHRM, PG diploma in MHRM, MBA Russian with honors in economics. He has also successfully cleared UGC NET in HRM with more than a decade of experience, a background of defense service, acclaimed and published research articles in peer-reviewed international journals. Book to his credit, he has excelled at academia, corporate and development sectors. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being a resource person for this session, and thanks to all. Now you can take over the session.
Yeah, thank you so much for such a lovely, beautiful introduction on a weekend. First,
Thank you, sir.
good afternoon from my side and good afternoon from NAAC side. It's a very good initiative taken by the IQC team of SMRV College of having a 7-day workshop on reverse accreditation framework, the changes and challenges. So when it comes to NAAC, it's like a buzzword where everybody has some sort of fear factor when it comes to NAAC. So before starting my session, it will be a kind request to all of you, don't fear from NAAC. We are like a cheer team to all of you. If there are any problems, queries, doubts, feel free to directly contact NAAC only. You try to resolve all your doubts, any sort of queries or any sort of apprehensions. So if there is any sort of fear factor that is going into what is it, academia, please see to that that does not hampers when you apply for NAAC. So the very important criteria has been given to me, that is criteria 3, research, innovation, extension, which is one of the highest weightage criteria in the NAAC, whether you talk of the affiliated colleges, the autonomous college or university. So I'll try to see that this research, innovation, extension, I'll try to cover the ambit of autonomous college, affiliated colleges, university. I'll not only focus on the affiliated college. Is it fine to the organizer?
Absolutely fine, sir.
So it is, because there will be lot of participants that might be from these different types of HA also. I'll just share the screen. Let me know whether it's visible to everyone or not.
Sure, sir.
I'm sorry, there's a technical glitch from my side. It's not allowing me to share it. It has skipped.
Okay, sir.
I hope it's visible to all of you.
Um, so 1 minute, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. You can just.
It's a full screen, right?
No, sir. You can
Yes,
make
sir.
it full screen. It'll take a couple of seconds for it to appear
Okay.
on the screen.
Yeah, I made it full screen. I'll just see to that place whether it's moving in that's downways or not.
Uh-huh.
It's not moving, right?
No, sir.
That's the issue.
You may want to just close it and reopen it. Participants, meanwhile, please park your questions. And if you have any question, while Sir takes care of the PPT, just a couple of ground rules. Uh, ensure that your audio and video remains muted. Um, Given the fact that today happens to be a weekend and most of us are at the comfort of our homes, please ensure that there's no outside noise to the extent possible. Please park your questions. We'll try to, based on the availability of time, we'll try to answer a couple of them. And please, limit the questions only to criteria 3, because we have the other criteria as well coming up, as in the interest of time. That's it.
It's not coming.
You could just retry, sir.
I'm just closing it again and starting.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
I'm sorry for the delay from
Absolutely no problem, sir. So worst case, you could mail the PPT to me and
Yeah,
I could share it from my
I'll
end.
do simultaneously that also.
Perfect, sir. Yes, sir.
It's fine, I think. I'll keep in this mode. I think that will be visible. And it's moving also, I think.
It is moving now, sir. Yes.
Fine.
It is moving now. The only thing is it is not in full screen, so probably
I'll increase the
the
resolution.
the, the legibility might be a bit this one
Oh,
for
I
people
think
to read. Huh. Oh, sir, I think that's fine. You can just decrease the this one a bit.
is it fine or should I decrease more?
Participants, can any of you confirm from your end?
Sir, please
Have it, sir.
decrease little bit. Oh, now it is fine, sir.
Oh,
Now
This
it
is
is fine.
fine.
perfect,
Yes,
perfect.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
Thank
I
you.
always have a problem with this Google Meet because we are you host everything on Cisco WebEx.
Yeah. Most
Screen is always a problem for us here.
okay.
So technology teaches us a lot of things also.
True, sir.
So moving on to this very important criteria is criteria 3, research innovation extension, which I've already told that it's one of the highest weightage that NAAC has given to it. And as a teaching fraternity or from academia, we know that anything that we need to do, any sort of new knowledge or addition of knowledge, the research is very important part. I won't go into detail what exactly research is because most of you are far senior to me. But as far as the criteria of NAAC is concerned and the metrics specifically, what sort of documents or what sort of input we seek from the HEI? Because when it comes to NAAC, the most important problem that we have faced from the HEI is that they are not able to understand the intent of the metric, because we try to see everything from our knowledge, but it's a kind request, please see to that what exactly we are seeking from the HA in a particular metric. I'll try to see that I'll resolve a lot of your doubts pertaining to criteria 3, what exactly we're seeing criteria 3. But apart from that, if there are any other doubts, please let me know. I'll be more happy to resolve it also. So the entire focus of the presentation would be on criteria 3 and why the annual quality assurance report, which we tell to every institution that after you get accredited after first cycle is mandatory for you to submit AQR. So there is a very specific reasons why we ask for this AQR, which is sort of helping hand to the HES when they apply for the subsequent cycle of accreditation. It seems sometimes that it's a burden for the HA, but it's not a burden, it's an helping hand to all of you. The people who are actually working the IQC team, they know that EQR is very important part for the subsequent cycle. So Actually, when we talk of this quality, it's very important phenomena. What we say that any quest for excellence, it does not happen overnight. So what we believe in NAAC that it should be a continuous improvement. It's not like that once you apply for NAAC, once you have made all your efforts, it should stop there. Because quality, what we say is quality cannot be definable. What we mean to say that it's a quality standard now, it might be redundant in the coming period of time also. So we have to change everything as per the need of the time, and that's why we revise our manuals from time to time to see that it is applicable in the current scenario. It matches the need of the society, matches the need of the stakeholders, it matches the need of the industry also, and specifically at the global level also, because whatever the metrics we have set, there's a benchmark associated with it. And this benchmark, we see to that it is relevant to the local needs first, then the national and international level also. So we see to that this quality quest for excellence is a continuous improvement. It should not stop. So basically, when we talk of this research, the entire presentation would be on these five very important parameters: that's research, promotion, innovation ecosystem, publication and awards, extension activities, collaboration. So entire metrics that we have in the NAAC manuals is only on these five basic parameters what we have, which we say is the key indicators. In these key indicators, we have metrics. Most of you must be aware about the metrics, but in simple terminology, there are questions for which you have to answer, and there are weightages. That means marks associated with each questions. So this is an example of the questions that we seek, that project details and all that we ask here. So basic problem which we have find it out here, that the institutions, they are not able to understand when we ask this question. It's very meticulously we have to hear that number of projects which the institution faculties who are a part of the institution and the grant that is associated with it. So basically in the template is a simple Excel file. I hope that previous speakers have covered this into details, the templates and what is the revision that has taken into the new manual. That is, now there is no UGPG, it's affiliated compressed manual. I hope the organizer that part has been covered by the previous speaker.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
You've taken it.
So the nature of the project, it's a minor project, it's a major research project, or any other project. Then the duration of the project, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever the funding agency that is associated with it, the grant that is sanctioned by the funding agency for that, and what is the amount received for the sanction that has been taken place. But the care has to be taken out here. What we ask out here is name of the project, endowments, and chairs also. So there are specifically sometimes the chairs into the institution also, where the specific project comes for the chairs or endowments also. So we have tried to accommodate a lot of things from where the projects can be associated. It's not only on the minor or major research projects that we're asking the details. Then the name of the principal investigator or the co-investigator. Sometimes confusion arises out here that name of the principal investigator may be from other institute. The co-investigator is from your institute. So can we claim that? You can claim that, but however, there has to be money that is associated with you that comes to your institution. If the money entirely goes to the principal investigator, that won't be counted out here because we are asking the total grant sanction in that. So it has to come in rupees to you also. Department of the principal investigator, it can be the various department: chemistry, science, arts, commerce, management. Basically, I think there are a lot of management peoples out here. So I'll try to see that I cover the major aspects of the management out here: the year of the award, the amount sanctioned, amount received. So entirely the focus is that basically the project should be in the name of the faculty of the institute. There has to be a financial transaction that the money comes to the investigator, and there is a audited statement for that also. So we ask for the utilization statement also for the fundings that you have received. Please give the utilization statements of that also. Then we have this very important number of workshops, seminars conducted on research methodology, IPR, and entrepreneurship during the last 5 years. Previously, we used to ask number of workshops and seminars specifically on this IPR, but there was a lot of thought given into that. Basically, it's sometimes it's very difficult for a college in a remote area, in the rural areas, or a simple what you say is mono faculty colleges to have this IPR related seminars. So, in order to accommodate the different types of institutions, because we know that our education system is very diversified and we have different sort of institution. sometimes becomes very difficult for us to make a very specific manual that fits to every institution. But we try our level best on the basis of the feedback received by the stakeholders and see to that the manuals that we are making it's applicable to each and every institution with their different sort of specialization that they offer. So, keeping in this mind, we have this metric that number of workshops, seminars conducted on research methodology, IPR, and entrepreneurship during the last 5 years. Awards for innovation won by the institution teachers. Basically, what I have told you that it's I am covering entire thing. It's a university, the autonomous college, and affiliated. Basically, this metric is not in the affiliated colleges. The awards we ask for innovations won by institution teachers, research scholar during the during the year. That means the latest completed academic year. Then the third is number of incubation center created startups incubated on the campus during the year. This is specifically for the university, where we ask that if you have this innovations and incubation centers in your institution, there has to be certain things of startups or maybe some type of innovation technology that is developed by the students or the faculties who are a part of that. Please give to us the details of the startups that have been started because of this innovation centers that you have or incubation center. So when we talk of this specifically, innovations or incubation center, it says very simple that when there are large diversified area of participants, when we go to university or college, there are different students. The participants basically are students who are from diversified fields and different specialization. How do you able to utilize these resources, and by utilizing these resources, how meticulously you have contributed towards development of certain aspect or redevelopment of certain aspect that is beneficial to the society at large. So basically when we talk of this innovation or incubation, they seek these details. So there must be a mentor from an institution who must be guiding the students regarding this incubation center, the startups and all that. Then there is a specific research publications, because whatever you are initiating, there has to be a publicized document for that, and it should be backed by research. So there has to be specifically a research document on that. Then you have an entrepreneurship cell where you motivate your young minds to start their own business startups on the basis of their conceived mind ideas. The funding sources also sometimes the university funds, or sometimes there are fundings that you get from the external agencies, from the government sectors or from the industry also. Basically, in the university or the autonomous colleges, we ask for the seed money that you provide to your faculties for their projects or any innovative ideas they have. But for us, the very important is the social entrepreneurship. Whatever you're developing or whatever the ideas that you're motivating students to use, it should be beneficial to the society at large. So social entrepreneurship is very important for us. So basically, this is reiterating any incubation center that to help. It should help the young minds or the entrepreneurs to have some certainly commonly associated starting a run up. Commonly associated means it should benefit to the society, it should benefit to the industry at large, it should benefit to the customers, it should benefit to the person who is investing the money. So there has to be a common goal of where the benefits or the fruitful outcome is associated with each and everyone who is directly or indirectly associated with that. So, what sort of assistance can be given by the industry or maybe from other persons who are associated with that? It's a marketing assistance that you try whatever the ideas has been conceived by an individual. How do you make it? What is this viable or visible or feasible to other peoples who can be in future the customers for that? The mentoring assistance that any person or the your innovation incubation cell that you have in the institute, they should have this mentoring where you the ideas that's as considered by the, what is this prospective startup people, you try to mentor them in a right way so that this prospective ideas nurture and gets developed into a startup that is beneficial to the society at large. High speed internet access, that is very important, and there is a speed or metric specifically we have in the fourth criteria, that's bandwidth internet speed. Accounting, financial management, we do ask for the audited statements and other related documents of any values that you claim. How does it helps in the higher education? See, whatever the innovation ecosystem, it's directly or indirectly related to the institute only, because the incubation center is a part of the institute. So how does it helps in connection of the higher education research? So if an institute is able to develop a startup or promote a startup, automatically the marketing is done in the nearby institute. Such and such institute are in the verge of developing a new product or a new startup. Comprehensive business training program is very much, and the management people know this, that before this comprehensive business training program, there has to be action plan. You will have a strategic map also, the roadmap also. Everything has to be developed before in developing any idea into a reality. Links to higher education resources is very important, where you market your stuffs. Comprehensive business trainings, which I've already told you, and the last is with help with business etiquette. That is very important. We may have very good ideas, we may have the best facilities also, but if you don't have the business etiquette or how to run a business, the entire things is no, it's not feasible, or it won't be able to materialize into an idea that you have conceived. So most important out is you have to have that business acumen within you also, and you have to develop that within your students also. So this is basically of the workshop and seminars, the metrics we had, the total, the number of workshops and seminars on research methodology, IPR. So what is the title of the workshop or seminar, the name of department, the date when it was organized? Basically, whatever you're claiming, first very important thing is that you have to document it. In NAAC, if anything you're claiming, there has to be documentation and appropriate documentation. I'm not saying proper, it has to be appropriate documentation as per what is the intent of the metric. So we'll ask a detailed report. Detailed report simply when that activities or the what you say is whatever the activities was done. Second, what was the title of that workshop or seminar? Who was the resource person? Number of participants. A detailed report about what happened actually in the seminar. What was the outcome of the seminar? And you have to you have to supplement this with photographs. Specifically, we asked geotech photographs. However, if you don't have the geotech photographs, or it was during that tenure when you say that the geotech photographs was not available, please properly caption them with the title so that it becomes a legitimate document. Then this is regarding the number of incubation center created startups on the campus, specifically for the university. The title of the innovation that has been done by the faculties or maybe the students or the part of this activity. The name of the awardee may be the faculties, the students, the awarding agency from which this ideas has been considered and materialized, maybe the sponsor of this project, the date of the award, and the category. So there are different categories for that also. For example, we have sponsors such as Unnat Bharat Abhiyan or Atal Bihari. This we have that one more scheme that is launched by the government, where they give specific benefits for starting these incubation centers or startups. Then incentives to the teachers who receive recognition awards. Please be very clear out here. We are asking here the incentives that you're giving to your teachers who have received recognitions or awards. So it has to be very specifically regarding the awards and recognition also. Any sort of appreciation letter is not considered in this metric. It has to be recognition duly by a government or non-government agencies which is recognized by the government. Then the PhD awarded during the year applicable for PG. Now we don't have any PG college in the new criteria. Sorry, in the new revised manual, we have only one manual, that's affiliated compressed manual. That there's no UG or PG now. Research publication in notified on the UG website. Now we are asking only whatever the research publications you have done, it has to be into the UGC care list, where UGC care list is specifically two category A and category B, where Scopus, Web Science, everything is taken care. Bibliometrics of the publication during the last 5 years, average. This everything is done by InfibNet. So whatever the details you are giving to us while you are filling up your SSR, you have to be very careful, because this metric has a very specific template where basic simple details of the publications of each and every things that you're claiming with a link is asked. So whenever you're seeing the template, please see to that appropriate information. As for the information sheet in the templates, it's filled by all of you. Sometimes whatever we have seen is that haphazardly the details has been given, but the links that has been pasted for the publication, actually it's not working. So you have to recheck, cross-check, revalidate, preview it again before submitting it. 3.3.6, again that H index is taken care by the InfibNet only, but you have to give the values out here. You have to give the values, but that gets validated by the InfibNet. Faculty participation in different seminars, conference, and symposiums during the year. So the faculties who are the part of institution during the assessment period, that is a 5-year period. Wherever they've attended the seminars, conference, symposium, you have to give the details of the seminar, the dates also. Plus, additionally, we seek the certificates of the participants also. So you have to keep that thing also ready. So now this is regarding the awards that you have. So basically, we are asking the awards which the faculties of institution have, whether it's a state award or national award or international award. You have to specifically write out this. It's a state award, it's a national level or international award, and copies of each and every award has to be there with you, because during the data validation verification process, they will be asking you the random samples of the awards of the claims that you are making. And plus, if there are financial transaction also, if you have given incentives also, then audited statement would be there. So PhD award, that means number of faculties who are recognized PhD guides in an institution and how many PhD students who have completed there. So they must have been awarded PhD by the recognized university where the guideship has been given. So that award certificates has to be also given when you're claiming these values in this particular metric. So this is regarding the publication notification on the UGC website. Now I've specifically told that we don't ask for this notification UGC website. We are asking for UGC care list. So each and every publication that you have, that will become you will be claiming as of now when you're applying to NAAC, it has to be listed on UGC care list. So basically, this is how the care list works, and the details of all the journals that are as on date that are approved by UGC care list also, it's available out here. Plus, there is very important question that box in your mind also. Suppose I had a certain publication, it was listed on UGC care list, and that is a part of the the years that we are claiming into the SSR. Now it has been delisted. But if it is a part of the academic year that you're claiming, and that time it was listed into the UGC list, that is considered by NAAC. So this is basically about the books, publications that you have. So basically what you have, whatever the books claim you are making for the faculties, you have to give the e-copies of them, the cover page, the index page, and the papers published. So every book, specifically when it comes to book, it has to be with an ISBN number. But if it is a conference of proceedings of a conference, it can be with an ISSN number also. So whatever you are claiming, there has to be proof. Please keep ready this cover page, the index page, the title of the book, and specifically where exactly that research or paper article is there, or the chapters in the books. That specific chapter has to be there when you're claiming it. So this is regarding the number of publications that you have in Scopus, Web of Science, PubMed, UGC list, the title of the publication, the nature of the name of the author, the title of the journal, year of publication, citation index. So whatever you are claiming out here, it gets validated also by the InfluMnet. For affiliated colleges, it gets validated by the DE partner also. So whatever the claims you are making out here, please see to that the links or the documents that you're giving out here, it gets accessible by NAAC. The same, it's again apart from that, see if you see that the link out here, if you click on this link, whenever we click on this, it should open and it should lead to this publication page only, whatever you're claiming. So please, whenever you're giving these links or details, see to that it is very meticulously written and the details on each of every articles or the publication is maintained specifically and it is accessible by NAAC. So this is how the impact factor is calculated. Most of you must be knowing this because all of you are from academic fraternity. But this is how the InfluMnet works also, and how they calculate the citation index, the impact factor also. So when we talk of citations, it is automatically covered by Web of Science, the Web of Knowledge, Science Citation Index. All this they will give the index, and they have very specific impact factor. Now the issue comes out here. Each and every journals that we see out here, there are a lot of predatory journals. They claim to have impact factor, that we have impact factor of 7.9, 7.10, but you have to see specifically what impact factor they have, whether it's science citation index, social citation index, like that. If the index, if of high impact factor in such a citation index, then we consider it as high impact factor, because anything they will cover, they say that's very high impact factor 8 or 9, 10. We have seen in level 11 also. So this is particularly the bibliometrics and all that gets validated by InfluMnet. The citation, that is number of times your work has been cited by different authors who have gone through your articles. Number of citation papers we have with the number of higher that is equal to h, that is h index we are asking, and this is I10 index also. So basically, this is an example given out here. How does the I index, h index looks like in the citing index also? So this is just an example to just have an orientation how it is done by the InfluMnet also. So this is detail of the workshop of seminar attended, the presented papers, resource person. All this data has to be in Excel sheet, and e-copies of each and every certificate that you're claiming has to be there with you, and it has to be uploaded. Apart from that, very important, we have number of extension and outreach activities the institution has done in collaboration with NSS, NCC, Red Cross, Youth Red Cross, etc. during the year. Now, very important question comes is the award and recognition that has been given for extension activities from government and other recognized activities. Very meticulously it has been asked here, the awards and recognition given for extension activity. We have seen that institution, they are giving the best teacher award, the best paper award, or an award from the Gram Panchayat. That is not at all an award for that. First of all, the Gram Panchayat award, that is not what is appropriate at state or national level award by a government recognized agency. Best paper award, best teacher award, that is not for extension activity. So you have to see what exactly the award is. Award here is very specifically for extension activities only. Then out of this, the students who have participated in this extension activities, apart from this, in extension activities, we have seen that institution, they claim National Republic Day celebration, Independence Day celebration. All these are not extension activities. That is a National Day celebration. There is a different metric for that. But however, on that Republic Day, if you have done certain activities that is pertaining to Swachh Bharat Abhiyan and all that, that is an extension activity. So what exactly is it in the aspect of education which emphasizes neighborhood service? That is what exactly you're doing for the benefit of the society, or you're trying to bring a change in the society. An outreach activity is that whatever you do outside the premises of the institution where you are, where you conduct public awareness activities or any target community interaction. Very specifically, when you talk of this target community interaction, if you have a de-addiction program, and if you find a locality where the addiction is a big problem, so any activities pertaining to de-addiction in this particular area, it's a targeted audience. Apart from this, we ask water conservation facilities that you have in the institute, the environment conservation and awareness programs that you are conducting, the village adoption, that's social citizenship, that's a need of the hour as of now, social political consciousness, health and hygiene, NCC, NSS, etc. Apart from this, anything other activities that you're doing that helps or benefits the society to bring a change in the society, that's a part of the extension activity. So whatever you're claiming, the title of the activities, it can be Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, it can be the blood donation camp would be there, it can be tobacco awareness programs. All these are a part of extension activity. Who has organized? The institution has done with collaboration, or is the NSS, NCC institution of the institution they have conducted it. Number of teachers or the students who are the part of them, the list has to be given out here. Every activities that are claiming in this, you have to have photographs, you have to give the details of number of participation, detailed report of each and every activities with geotag photographs are properly captioned. Then particularly the name of the activity, this is regarding the award, the awarding agency, the awarding bodies, and the number of students benefited. So here the award has to be specifically to the institution, not to any individual for extension activity. And I told you awards local in nature such as urban local bodies, panchayat, etc. are to be awarded. They have to be awarded very specifically. Then this is regarding that your collaborations MOU, the name of the scheme, the organizing agencies, collaborating agency, name of the activity, number of teachers coordinated such activities, students participation. This is an example where we have done so much, and the government facilities that are given for innovation, extension, collaboration, MOU, all this. There are a lot of startups are beneficial, and one of the very important is Make in India. So number of collaborative activities for research faculties, linkage, student action during the year. Please have a separation between collaboration, linkages, and MOU. What the institution do, they do claim collaboration as same as MOU and same as linkages. It's very specifically asked. Collaboration is different out here. MOU is different. If still you have any doubts regarding collaboration and MOU, I'll be happy to answer the queries pertaining to collaboration and MOU. So linkage, it's a formal agreement between two or more institutions which may not have legal binding. But when you have a MOU, it has a legal binding where the clauses are very specifically mentioned that in case of any sort of what is a diversion from the MOU as signed, the party is liable for any legal action as per the laws defined. So linkages or collaboration can be for resource sharing, it can be for internship, on the job training, project work, sharing of resource sharing of a research facility. The collaboration situation, please don't do like this. Please try to see that when you're collaborating, it leads to some fruitful aspects of fruitful results that gets benefited to the institution and society at large. But the most important stakeholders for any institution is the students. So, faculty student exchange, the nature of activity of the exchange, the participants, whether it's which students exactly, it's for faculty exchange, it's for management students, for engineering students, or all the students. The source of financial support is mutually shared by both the institution, the duration of this. So, and what exactly is your, what is this student exchange? Whether it's for guest lecture, it's for hands-on trainings, sharing facility, expertise, research project, guidance. Very specifically, it has to be mentioned. Apart from this, the nature of the linkages that you have, the title of the linkage, the nature of the partnering institution, whether it's an industry, it's a government body, it's an institution, it's a research institution, the duration of this process, from where to when it was happen, and who were the beneficial, the participants. MOU which has a legal binding, and we see to that each and every MOU collaboration that you are claiming, there has to be at least one activity done into that MOU or collaboration each year. So we'll ask that also. We'll ask you the legal documents of the MOU signed between the two parties. It has to be functional, that's very important. And MOU with sister institutions under the same trust, it's not considered by NAAC. So these are specifically metrics that we have for autonomous colleges also. It's about the seed money which institution gives to the faculties. Please see to that we have seen claims also where 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, 3,000 rupees, 4,000 rupees has been given as seed money. Can you imagine any 4,000 rupees project to be done? So for the namesake of giving documents to the NAC, please don't give that. See to that an appropriate amount and the appropriate procedure is followed when you claim the values for the seed money. Then you have this regarding the fellowships also, the postdoc fellowship, the visiting scientist, fellow of academics, Swanjanti fellowship. So any what is this fellowship, national, international, this is duly recognized by the government and non-government agencies has to be claimed in this. Please don't claim any other things out that does not has any bearing onto this fellowship. Then the revenue generated by consultancies, we say that if you are claiming for this consultancy, there has to be money that is comes to the institution also. So there has to be an audited statement also. There has to be a document from the sponsoring agencies also. There has to be documents pertaining to the money that has been what you say is transferred also. So consultancy can be for a lot of things. It can be for corporate training also. It can be for projects also. It can be for doing a lot of collaborative activities also. But when we talk of consultancy here, specifically we ask what is the amount of money that is generated. So this is very important. The data that you have to submit to NAC, it gets validated on four very important. One is the annual quality assurance report. Why is it too important? Once you get accredited, every year it's mandatory for you to submit the annual quality assurance report. If any one of the institution out here they have filled the ACA report, you see it's same replica of the SSR that we have. So each and every year data gets cull out for you. So when you're applying for the subsequent cycle, that is after 5 years. So you have a ready data with you, that is of 4 or 5 years, whatever you have submitted to NAC. So that gets automatically validated also because it comes to NAC also prior you start submitting a SSR also. Second, we try to see that your data gets mapped also and cross-checked with Aisha also. It gets checked with NRF also. It gets checked with NB also. It gets checked with Influent and other resources also. Very important when you apply to NAC is how you present your data. It's very important. Please see to that whatever the data you're collecting, it matches with the intent of the metric. You have the ready hand data. SSR cannot be filled overnight or within 45 days. It takes a lot of time. Please try to see that you have a ready SSR or draft SSR ready when you're applying for the IAQA. And if you have still any doubt, I'll be more happy to answer your queries over to organizer, please.
Thank you, sir. Participants, so thank you for the wonderful session. I'm sure there'll be quite a few questions from the participants because since it happens to be a very important criteria. I don't find anything in the chat box though. Participants, please do shoot in your questions in case you have. You could unmute yourself and speak.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
My name is Ifsa Hashmat. I am from St. Anne's First Grade College for Women.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, sir. This 3.4.1, where they ask for number of extension and outreach programs conducted. Sir, is it necessary that it should be with an outside organization or the college itself can conduct it?
College itself can conduct, but it's not necessary that it happens from the outside agencies. If you can conduct on your own also.
Okay, sir. Because they have mentioned NCC, Red Cross, Youth Red Cross, etc., and it should be recognized by government or non-government bodies. That's the doubt.
No. It's well, we have two different metrics. One is through NSS and all that also. One is the institution that does. If you have a NCC NSS unit in your organization itself only in your institution, so any activity that you do through them, it's recognized by us.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So NSS activities can be included here.
Yes, madam. You can do any activity that is done in through NSS, NCC, or Red Cross, whatever is there. You can have collaboration with them also if you don't have NSS or NCC in your institute.
Okay, sir. Actually, in our college, we have a eco club also. So even they conduct these activities like going on roads and showing placards regarding noise pollution and everything. Can I include that also?
That also you can claim, madam.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other questions, please, from the audience? So I can find one question here from Madam Mallika Shetty. Can you please give examples for extension activities and awards? Probably you already explained it, but
Madam, extension activity, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, where you have this cleanliness drives. Second is you have your tobacco awareness programs into the community also, the nearby communities, or you can have it for the local community also, where exactly the institution is there. Third, it's very simple also that we have this lot of activities that is recognized as women empowerment programs that you have for the nearby localities of the women also. Then you have gender sensitization also. Any activity that leads to some sort of development or change into the mind of the society, that is considered as an action, extension activities. Now coming specifically for the award, if you have any award to your faculties that is given by Indian Red Cross Society, that is given by any of the recognized NGOs or any recognized agencies by any award by the state government. Suppose you had a very good cleanliness drive and a collector of your district or maybe the state government agencies has appreciated and given you award for that. So that's an extension active award. Or the central government has given you, or if you're Indian territory from there, any award that is given by the government agencies or the NGOs, but particularly only for the extension activity that is considered out here. It cannot be anything like best teacher award, best paper award, awards given by the municipal corporation, the awards given by the what is the panchayats. All this is not considered by us, man. If you want, I'll name you some NGOs also. We have BIRF also NGOs. Then we have Seva that works specifically for the empowerment of the women's. Then specifically we have this child care also. So any activity or the faculties of the institutions, they were part of that, which has been recognized and duly awarded by these agencies. That is considered an extension activity.
thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I see the chat that the question is answered. Any other questions?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
My name is Radhika from Sindhi College. My question is for the collaboration activities, can we have MOUs with other institutions and any guest lecture combinedly we can conduct? That can be the answer.
Yeah, madam, you can have, but that you cannot claim same for both the metrics. Collaboration has to be separate, MOU has to be separate, madam.
Okay. So, MOU we can show it for the other question, and the combined activities we can show it in the collaboration activities.
Yeah. Whatever you're claiming in collaboration, you cannot claim it in the MOU, madam.
Okay.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
I'm Salma. Sir, I just need to ask in the metric number 3.5.1, where the collaborative activities for the research, faculty exchange, and student exchange. So, what kind of activities actually we need to come across in this faculty exchange and student exchange? So, what kind of activities and then programs we need to undertake in our college, sir?
Student exchange, faculty exchange, if you have what is this collaboration with international universities also, where you send your students, or internationally when you send your faculty, that is one of the example of exchange. Second, within India also, if you have some sort of what is this collaboration where you try to have an exchange between the faculties from there, where they come out and teach a specific subject or a unit, and your faculty also goes there and teach a specific subject or unit. Same way your students go out there, it can be for what studies also, it can be for activities pertaining to playing also. So if there is a written document pertaining which highlights on the nature of this exchange, there has to be a policy document for that also. So any exchange, faculty exchange, student exchange mutually between two institutions,
Okay,
that is beneficial.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Excuse me, sir, I had another doubt.
Yes, madam.
Sir, if it is a collaborative activity, how do we tell that it's a collaborative activity with any institution? It's not like we just have to sign an MOU. Apart from MOU, to show that we are collaborating with them, any important documents, sir?
No, madam, when you are collaborating, defining the terms and condition of that collaboration, first very important thing.
Okay.
Second, you define the nature of collaboration. Third, you define whether there's any sort of financial implications on both the parties or not. So when you define these terms and the nature of collaborations, so whatever you're claiming as a part of collaboration, we'll ask you what are the activities done under this collaboration. Give us a detailed report of that.
Okay. Okay, sir. So we can just have a activity with any college or something, like just stating a letter that we will conduct an activity and we can go ahead.
No, it's not any sort of activity, madam. It
Yeah,
has to be
that's what,
properly
like
defined in a
student
collaboration.
exchange or faculty exchange.
But it has to be mutually there, and there has to be a detailed report
Okay,
and
sir.
what is the
Thank you.
documentation for whatever you're claiming, madam.
Good evening, sir. I am
Yes, ma'am.
Professor Nazni from Periyar University.
Yes, madam.
Sir, you have spoken about the extension activity awards like Swachh Bharat, like that. So I want to know if if our students are doing this activity and the certificate is provided by our Vice Chancellor, it can be taken into account?
No, madam. From the institutions, you don't take it.
So it has to be from other institutes,
Yeah,
isn't
it
it,
has
sir?
to be from other institute, madam.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello. Sir,
Yes, sir.
a couple of questions from my end, if you could.
Yes, sir.
So, one thing is the first question that we had is with regard to books and books and publications. Sir, in a institution like us, we have some of our faculties who have written textbooks, or they would have edited some of the books and all those things. So, can we consider them under 3.3.3, where we have the
Yes, sir. If the books has been written by your faculty, they are considered by NAAC, madam.
Okay, they are considered, right? And
Yes.
Is it important that it has to be reprinted in that next year or something? In every year, it has to be reprinted or something?
No. It's not like that, sir. Any books or publication that is during that assessment period, sir.
Okay, sir. So that's one question. And the second question is with regard to incubation center, sir. Um, basically, what happens in an institution like, for example, there is another institution of ours, a sister institution, let us say, of a college, and they have an incubation center, and we do an MOU with them and try to conduct some activities. Will NAAC consider that as a collaboration per se, or the incubation center?
No, sir. We are very specific out there. Any sort of collaboration, any activity done with the sister institution, it's not considered by NAAC.
Okay, because citing example of RV, for example, we have an engineering branch and a degree branch. So if we collaborate and do something like that, so from a NAAC perspective, it would not be considered as a
No, it's not.
incubation.
But if you have a collaboration with other institute, which is not a sister concern, that is considered one.
With a third party, basically. That's
Yeah,
what
basically it should be third party.
Okay, sir. I think that's participants. We still have about a few minutes time, so if we have something, we can take it forward. I don't see anything in the chat box though. So if we have nothing much to discuss, I think then we will close the session. Before that, let me send the link of the feedback as and when. Shiv Kumar sir.
Hello, Alexa.
Shiv Kumar sir. So I assume there are no more questions. So thank you, Shyam sir. Thank you so much for taking your weekend off to kind of take us through this very important criteria about research innovations and extensions. So with this, we come to the closure of the session. As and when sir is reading out the closing remarks, I'll also be putting the feedback form for today's session. Please do fill it up. Shiv Kumar sir, over to you.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Your speech was really thought-provoking. You have clearly explained the what type of the documents we have to maintain and how it should be relevant to the particular criteria and how it should be helpful to the society, and especially in the case of research, how the each and every proof or nothing but a document should be maintained. It's very, very important. Then you are clearly explaining each and every point with relevant to them, how to maintain the documents and what are the steps we have to take to maintain that particular documents, how we have to carefully observe before he submit a SSR. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time with us. So, on behalf of SSMRV College, I wholeheartedly vote of thanks to our today's resource person, Dr. Singh Inda, Assistant Advisor, NAAC. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's a pleasure for me also to be connected with this academic fraternity also. So still in future also, if you have any doubts, we request you please directly approach to NAAC. We are there to help you out through the entire process also. And we look forward for such future collaborations also. Last but not the least, we exist because you are there. So please feel free to reach us directly only. And please be away from these consultants. They will eat up your hard-earned money. So there are no NAAC consultants. I am making it very specifically. There are no NAAC consultants pertaining to DE process or any process. Please reach to NAAC only directly. Be away from these consultants.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please go ahead.
I thank each and everyone for spending your valuable time with us. Especially a special note, Monday session, that is 6th February 2023, we have criteria 4, that is infrastructure and learning resources, and criteria 5, student support and progression. The resource person is Dr. N.R. Mohan, Assistant Advisor, NAAC. Thank you, one and all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shiv Kumar sir. So with that, participants, thank you so much. Shyam sir, thank you once again. And thank you to the organizing team as well. We'll connect on Monday at 3:30 for criteria 4 and 5. And this recording will be available in some time on YouTube. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.